Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Edenton where a man has been arrested for sexual extortion. Pitt County deputies say 25-year-old Derek Cross Jr., on behalf of the Fayetteville State University campus police, was arrested. Warrants say Cross had asked a woman for sexually explicit photographs in October. The record goes on to say that Cross had threatened to publicly post photos he had obtained from the woman, along with her personal contact information, if she did not send him more explicit photos of herself to him. Now, Fayetteville State Police issued a warrant for Cross's arrest in November. Cross has been charged with sexual extortion of an adult. Cross was taken to the Pitt County Jail and is being held under a $50,000 bond. And now we want to turn our attention to the firing of Michigan football head coach Sharon Moore. NBC's Shaquille Brewster has more on the firing and the fallout that has come with its wake.
This morning, the firestorm surrounding former University of Michigan head football coach Sharon Moore is only growing. Local authorities telling NBC News their investigation into an alleged assault is ongoing and that Moore will be arraigned later today, though he has not yet been formally charged. It comes as NBC News obtained this audio from Wednesday afternoon of a 911 dispatcher describing a chaotic call from an Ann Arbor home. Public records show a female university employee has an apartment there.
The victim called the caller, told her there's a male at the location and the house attacking her. The state's been stalking her for months.
Moore's name is not mentioned on the audio, and so far, police have not commented on whether he's connected to the alleged assault. But the fallout stemming from his abrupt termination by the school and his arrest just hours later sending shockwaves through the sports world.
It's sad. It affects real lives. I feel terrible for his family.
The university revealing it found credible evidence that Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member and fired him for cause. His official Michigan bio, which is no longer online, listed Moore as married with 3 children. The stunning turn of events have been the talk of campus here in Ann Arbor.
And I was just kind of confused why they were firing him at first, and then obviously when I found out why, it makes sense.
After several years as an assistant at UM, the 39-year-old took over when former head coach Jim Harbaugh left for the NFL following Michigan's 2023 national championship season.
We're going to operate this thing from now on in 3 phases: the process, the pursuit, the standard.
Now, just weeks before the Wolverines are set to play in the Citrus Bowl, and on the heels of the early signing period for incoming college freshmen, the program has been thrown into chaos.
Players who just signed letters of intent. Players who are there who are wondering what the hell happened with Coach Moore.
Big questions around one of college football's most storied teams.
And again, that was Shaquille Brewster reporting. We now want to turn to your weather forecast. It's looking like cloud cover is going to continue to push its way into eastern North Carolina today. So hopefully you've soaked up as much sunshine as you can because, well, clouds are rolling in from the west. Here's a look at our visible satellite, and you can see, again, we've got clouds extending all the way back towards northern Kentucky that are working their way over the mountains across North Carolina and into the eastern half of the state. That, of course, will keep us a little bit cooler today than where we were yesterday. Still anticipating a nice warm-up on the way, though, for tomorrow. So if the cooler weather has you down, not to worry. We do have a warm-up coming up for the start of the weekend. Right now, 43 degrees in New Bern along the Neuse River comes with variable winds at about 4 miles an hour. So far, the breeze today has been fairly light, but coming up tomorrow, we will see more of a southwesterly wind that will boost these air temperatures up into the 50s, and some areas may even try and sneak into low 60s. Today, though, plan on looking at the mid to upper 40s later on this afternoon. Currently, we've got 39 degrees through Rocky Mount, Goldsboro, as well as Greenville and Plymouth. 40 degrees showing up in Washington, as well as Elizabeth City. We've got 43 in Kinston, Kenansville, New Bern, as well as Oriental. Coolest spot on the map right now, Roanoke Rapids coming in at 36 degrees. We've got 46 degrees right now in Beaufort. Now, compared to where we were yesterday at this time, most areas are about 4 to 8 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday. Winds obviously a little bit lighter. We will again see these winds continue to slow down as we head through today. Really not going to get all that impressive, but tomorrow more of a southwesterly wind in play will help boost air temperatures back into at least the mid 50s. Some areas again upper 50s to low 60s, but for this afternoon plan on the mid to upper 40s. Normal this time of year is around 10 degrees warmer than what we're going to see today. So if you're kind of sitting there wondering, it feels cooler this year, you are 100% correct. We have been below average each and every day so far through the month of December. We finally have a day on our 8-day forecast where we will be looking at above average temperatures. It's just not going to happen today, and it's not going to happen tomorrow. Overnight tonight, we'll be dropping down below freezing between around 9 to 11 p.m., of course, depending on your location. Early tomorrow morning, waking up to the upper 20s, low 30s as we head towards 8 a.m. Getting into the 40s by 10, low 50s by noon, and into the mid to upper 50s we go in the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine for your Saturday. Will change a bit as we make our way into Sunday. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover roll in, and those clouds will produce a few raindrops across the region, particularly for those of you watching south of Highway 264 and closer to the water. I think the Crystal Coast as well as the southern Outer Banks will have the best opportunity for rain out of Sunday's system, but everyone at least has a chance of again seeing a few drops come down. Rainfall totals around 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, so certainly nothing it's going to be super impactful, but air temperatures will drop even further from Saturday to Sunday, more so Sunday into Monday. Overnight lows, 18 degrees Sunday night into Monday morning. Make sure you are ready for the chill. Have those jackets ready to go because Monday is going to be a cold one. 36 degrees for your daytime high. We'll be back into the low to mid 20s Monday night into Tuesday morning. But once we get done with Monday during the day, we will see our daily highs rise for Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday, which Thursday marks our first day above our average air temps for the month of December. It's been a while in the chill. Of course, some of you are absolutely loving it. Others of you are hoping for a little bit more warmth. We do have the warmth on the way. Right now, though, it really looks like it's only going to be sticking around for Thursday and maybe your Friday morning for next week. That's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at noon at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Friday.